Ah, my sweet little tomatinos. It has been too long. These have been troubling years, have they not? While I was indisposed in realms beyond comprehension, the vine of life has taken many twisted paths, growing towards an uncertain future. Yet, in an uncertain world, there is but one thing that you can count on, my tomatinos. Pessimist Productions will never let your bellies grumble for delicious contento. Never has this been more true than in 2022, for you see, my children, my tomatinos, Pessimist Productions is undergoing a metamorphosis. This is the age of rebirth, the age of reunification. New contento, a new Patreon tier, a new Pessimist Productions for a new age of glory. Many fruits grow in the gardens of Tomat, and this man has shoved them all in his ass. Here to tell you all about this glorious new age, my not-so-humble servant, the amazing atheist himself, TJ Amante del Plantano Kirk.
Hey! Oh, wow. Wow, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Please be seated, please. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Thank you. Oh, you're all wonderful. It's so great to see you here. How about another round of applause for Tomat, huh? Yeah. Senor Tomat, everybody. Thank you for that inspiring introduction, Tomat. Tomat, everybody, he's great. He's the only fruit I haven't had in my ass yet, but believe me, it's not for lack of trying, huh, you know? He's even more handsome in person, by the way, yeah. Well, folks, we got a lot to go through here, so I'm going to quit talking to the fake audience. All these fake audience sound effects, please stop now. My name, in case you don't know, is TJ Kirk. I'm representing Pessimist Productions. I'm here to tell you about some big changes happening with us in 2022 and some of the amazing things we've got in store for you this year. But before we get into that, let me tell you what's not gonna change. You will continue to get 3 episodes of Deep Fat Fried every single week. That's 156 episodes a year. That's for the public. Those are just the public episodes. We're also gonna continue to give our patrons badass new long-form episodes every single Friday. That's 52 long-form episodes on top of the 156 shorter episodes, for a total of 204 towering episodes of Deep Fat Fried, crammed hard and deep into the tight and quivering hole that is 2022. Now listen, most content creators, they would look at that and they would say to themselves, we've done enough. Surely the audience will be satisfied with 204 episodes. But to Pessimist Productions, 204 episodes is but an appetizer. A little something to wake up your taste buds, that's all. Oh, and did I mention that 2 or 3 of our Friday episodes each month will now be live for patrons? That's right, you can be there with us in the moment when the episode comes into being. You can be there when it happens. I mean, I always liked that live energy. I think there's something special about it. Don't you guys agree? I feel like you do. Speaking of live content, we know that many of you love Flash Fried, our weekly live news show. But it's no secret that we here at Pessimist Productions sometimes find the format, a little stifling. So, bearing that in mind, we are retooling Flash Fried into a new show called Onion Nuggets. Oh yeah. It will be longer, more freeform, more madcap, and we will be far more selective about the news we cover, sticking to stories of genuine interest to us. We're gonna cover other stuff too. Everything from bad tweets to weird social phenomena to fast food, literally anything we can make interesting content out of. We want to deliver to you guys a show that isn't afraid to explore the fringe, comedic, or intellectual possibilities of any event, any topic, anything. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this project evolves, and I hope to bring you, the audience, more into the creative process. I hope you guys share my excitement about this, because I think the show is going to be a goddamn blast. With Flash Fried, we started doing this thing where we put half the show public, half the show private. Now, this was in an effort to get more people to sign up to our Patreon, and it did work, But it felt weird chopping our episodes in half. It felt like there was a big speed bump in the middle of every episode. It really kind of threw off the pace at times. So, for Onion Nuggets, we're changing the release schedule. Here's how we're going to do it. 3 episodes public, then 2 episodes patrons only. Repeat that over and over again. Pretty simple. And if it ever does become confusing, just remember that if you're a patron, you don't have to remember that. You just have to remember there's a new episode streaming live every single Wednesday. Here's another piece of news I think you guys are going to agree is absolutely epic. At long last, and I know you've heard it before, but this time I swear to freaking God it's true, Cinema for Cynics is coming back.
Yes!
Paul has emerged from the salt mines to work on a new Cinema for Cynics video called What the Fuck Happened to Alien? A retrospective of the entire Alien series and where it went wrong. It's already been written, it's already been performed, and is currently in the process of being edited for release this January. And patrons are gonna get it first, you guys. Regular reviews will resume shortly thereafter, with patrons receiving an exclusive review or commentary every single month.
Well, TJ, it sounds like you and Paul and Scotty will be preparing mucho delicious contento for the Patreones. They will be most satisfied with the feast that you have prepared for them.
Hold on there, Tomat. I'm not done yet.
But surely, TJ, with all of this delicioso contento, the people will be satisfied. Their bellies, they will be full. Their spirits will be lifted.
Respectfully, Tomat, you told me to make these people a feast. I don't think 204 episodes of Deep Fat Fried, 52 episodes of Onion Nuggets, and new Cinema for Cynics is enough for these fine people. Look at them, Tomat. They're starving.
Ah, yes, I see. My tomatinos starve for yet more delicioso contento. Their hunger, it is not yet assuaged. What else have you prepared for them?
Dank D&D, our role-playing game, is launching on a brand spanking new channel. There won't be any actual spanking, at least I don't think so. The first 4 sessions of Dank D&D, once available for patrons only, have been remastered and re-edited into an episodic show that you can enjoy weekly. We call that batch Season 1. If there's a Season 1, it stands to reason there must be a Season 2, right? Well, in 2021, the Pessimist took a trip to LA to record 3 completely new sessions of Dank D&D. And you want to know what's really crazy? We did a villain campaign. So our characters don't cooperate, they have no morals, no empathy, and everything that they do is loathsome and vile. It's a frickin' blast, in other words. And those episodes, Season 2, is going to start airing later this year. All in all, we have 37 hilarious and wonderfully creative, fully edited episodes of Dank D&D ready to go. You can see them weekly on the Dank D&D channel, starting on January 14th, or you can see the full month's worth at the beginning of each month by joining the Pessimist Productions Patreon.
That's got to be everything, right? Surely 3 mortal men cannot create more contento than that. Is not possible.
Pah! I have yet another new channel to tell you guys about. Fighting Boys. Scotty and I have always bickered ferociously with one another. It's no secret. And now we finally have a place to let our sibling rivalry take center stage.
I'm done!
I'm gonna pick something
No!
especially.
No, give me the remote!
No, leave the remote alone. Leave it alone.
Let me see it!
It will also be a place for film and TV reviews and celebrity gossip from myself, from Scotty, and from our good friend Hollywood Love. So subscribe because so far the results have been, if I do say so myself, incredibly funny. By the way, patrons will enjoy exclusive monthly live streams of Fighting Boys Live, where you can join in the argument and decide who's right. And there will also be an advice show called Ask Hollywood Love, where the enigmatic Hollywood Love will guide you to greatness with his materialistic wisdom and philosophy of love. But of course, with all this new stuff, we've had to cut back on things. I mean, hey, you can't do a bunch of new stuff if you keep doing all the old stuff, right? You gotta move on from certain stuff. Like, we've cut the live monthly Abandon Hope. Surely Paul is not gonna have the time to do his monthly live ideologies, right? Wrong. We'll still be doing those shows as well. And what about the Grease Trap? The show that our $10 patrons love so much. Well, we're gonna have to scale that one back, but we're changing it into a live show that will air every Wednesday for patrons only.
We're sorry. This idiot was about to misinform you. The Grease Trap, in fact, will be live every Tuesday, not every Wednesday. TJ, stop misinforming people. Thank you.
Astonishing. This feast, TJ, Paul Scotty, it brings a tear to my eye. It is more beautiful, more bountiful than ever I dared to imagine.
Thanks, Tomat. Listen, guys, I want you all to think about something. 156 standard 30-minute episodes of Deep Fat Fried, 52 long-form episodes of Deep Fat Fried, 37 episodes of Dank D&D, live episodes of Onion Nuggets every Wednesday, new Cinema for Cynics reviews, Fighting Boys, Abandon Hope, Ideology, Ask Hollywood Love, and The Grease Trap. 2022 will be the year that we literally drown you in content. And even if you manage to watch it all, we still have a massive back catalog of old content that's gonna blow your mind. We have got metric tons of old commentaries, grease traps, mountains of Deep Fat Fried episodes, we got oceans of Flash Fries, we got valleys of Abandon Hope and Ideology and other miscellaneous content you could watch for weeks, if not months, straight. And with all this content, both new and old, we have realized that it is time to simplify our Patreon.
Ah, yes. This is the moment I have waited for. The moment I have longed for. My children, for too long you have ripened on two vines, separate and lacking the nourishment of shared, well-tilled soil. No more. At last, Reunification.
Yes! Right now, our Patreon is split into a $10 tier and a $5 tier. Now, this has long aggrieved us because our philosophy in this company is that simplicity is best. How do we create so much content? We keep it simple. We keep it streamlined. We commit to a process and we constantly fine-tune that process. Anything that wastes time, we get rid of. Having two patron tiers is not in line with our philosophy. So, we've decided to unify into a single tier at the price point of $7. Now, I want to make it clear, if you want to stay on the $5 or $10 tiers, you can do that. They will be unpublished from our Patreon, but those who have already joined them can remain on them. If you choose to remain on the $10 tier, you will receive the same stuff that the $7 tier does. There's really no reason to do that, of course, because why pay $10 for something you could pay $7 for? But if that is how you like to roll, you're certainly not going to hear any complaints from us. The $5 tier will essentially receive what they always have. They'll still get the Friday episodes, although they won't get to watch them live. They'll have to wait until afterwards. They will still get Abandon Hope live, Ideology live. They'll still get Onion Nuggets, formerly Flash Fried, live when we do the patron ones. But they're going to miss out on a lot of incredible new stuff, like the new Cinema for Cynics content, Fighting Boys live, Dank D&D Early Access, Ask Hollywood, the Grease Trap Archives, all this great stuff. So, for that reason, we strongly urge folks on the $5 tier to upgrade to $7. We think we've created a Patreon that more than delivers on the value of that price point. But, if you're looking to save a little money, we are also introducing the ability for you to pay for a year of Pessimist Productions in advance at the discounted rate of $70, which is basically 2 months free. For the people who have never joined our Patreon before, I'm going to say this. Despite the laziness memes that float around, we are some of the hardest working content creators on this entire platform. The sheer width and breadth of our output attest to this fact. We work around the clock to bring you guys more content than most of you can even handle. My wife said to me the other day, and it was beautiful to be understood in this way by someone. She said, "You're not happy unless you work every day. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I've been brainwashed by the system, or maybe I just love my job. I don't know." That's something that almost never gets said about me. I take immense pride, though, in what I do. We all do, all of us. Me, Scotty, Paul, and YouTube does not reward our efforts, you guys. You do. We are algorithmically buried. We are hit with false strikes that YouTube refuses to remove. We are completely unable to monetize anything on this channel. Even though our material is pretty mainstream, YouTube treats us the way they should be treating vermin like Ben Shapiro, but he's backed by billionaires, so he can spout whatever venomous trash he wants without reprimand. Well, we are not backed by billionaires. We're backed by you. We're backed by the power of telling the truth as we see it, and digging deep into ourselves to summon up the fire of comedy and entertainment. I don't know if this is too intense or whatever for a little explainer video, but I just want to tell you guys, I want you to try to find a glint of insincerity in my eyes as I say it. There is nothing I love more than this. more than making content for you. Nothing. It's not even about you, though, really, if I'm honest. It's about me. There is some fundamental piece of me that cannot be anything other than what I am. An entertainer, comedian, loudmouth, philosopher, observer, nitwit, whatever you want to call me. The truth is that who I am here, standing before you, is truer than any other iteration of myself. And so, give me your money. Because I exist to create for you. So you must, therefore, exist to enable me to do it. We all rely on you. On your generosity as members of the audience, and we believe that we're making entertaining content that you will enjoy, and lots of it. So check the links in the description for more information, and join the Pessimist Productions Patreon today, because we are looking very forward to entertaining you all in 2022.